Today I will be making implant sugar cookies. So let's get started. To make the cookie, you're going to need baking powder, salt, sugar, flour, some unsalted butter, an egg, and vanilla. All the ingredients and tools you'll need will be in the description box down below. You're going to take a bowl and you're going to add in your flour, salt, and baking powder. Now you're going to whisk this together with a whisk. In your stand electric mixer bowl, or if you don't have a stand mixer, you can just use a hand electric mixer. In this, you're going to add in your butter. You want it to be room temperature. That way it's easier to cream. So I'm just going to open this. And we're going to add it to the bowl. Oh. There. After we added that, you're going to add in your sugar. And then you're going to cream this until light and fluffy. Okay, so with the paddle attachment, okay, this is scary because I don't know how to use this. Okay. So with that on, you're just going to turn it up. And you're going to, this is scary because I've never used this before, so, so we're just going to let that cream. So we're going to turn that off and we're going to scrape it down this. Clean off the paddle attachment. Now we're going to add in our other ingredients. Okay, now we're going to beat in the egg and vanilla. I have a band-aid on one hand, so I'm being like really careful. Perfect. We have vanilla. And now we're going to mix it some more. You might need to bring out the bowl. Lower the bowl and scrape the sides. Alright, so now that's all mixed, we're going to gradually add our flour. Get our flour here, lower this down. We're going to just put in some, and we're going to do it on low, that way you don't get a giant poof of flour in your face. So, lower the amount. Alright, okay, so once your dough is to the point where no matter how much it turns and turns, the rest cannot be like blended together, that's where you're going to need your hands to mix it. So make sure your hands are nice and clean, and you're just going to, you don't have to like mix it all the way, but just grab about half of it, blend it together, and you're going to wrap it in some saran wrap. So I'm going to take a bit more than that. Okay. Just like that. Take your saran wrap and wrap it up. Okay, once you wrapped it, put it in and just flatten it into a disc. Boom. Now you're going to put this in the freezer for about 20 minutes. To make the cookie shapes, you're going to need 2 sheets of parchment paper, some flour, a shot glass, but if you don't have a shot glass, then you can use a 1M Wilton tip, the end that you would put in the bag, not the decorative end. A J cookie cutter for the actual implant. As you can see, if you put it upside down, it looks like an implant already. A rolling pin. Now if you don't have a J cookie cutter, or anything round to cut with, you can just print off a template online, or you can trace your own cochlear implant. Okay, so you're going to take your baking sheets and you're going to line them either with parchment paper or this, I don't know what it's called, but it's basically like a non-stick sheet. That way you can put stuff on it. It's 1/2 of the dough, and you're going to let it stand out 5 to 10 minutes. So once the 5 or 10 minutes is up, you are going to flour your parchment paper, take some more flour, and flour on top of your dough. Take the other sheet of parchment paper, flatten it a bit. Now this is kind of the hard part because it will move around. So you just kind of want to like get right in the middle, kind of get some pressure on there. Stand on a stool if you need to, get higher. To YouTube magic. Ta-da! It's somehow magically already finished. So you want it to be the thickness of your pinky. So just take your pinky, and it's okay if it's just the tiniest bit thinner. That's okay. But you don't want it too thin, otherwise it's just gonna burn. Sprinkle some more flour on top. Okay. So now that your 1/2 of the dough is ready, this is going to be all J's. So just cut out as many J's as you can. So once you cut out all your J's, and now if you can kind of see on this, you see how it kind of curves up at the edge. So you want like one edge to be curved up. That way, when you place it down, you know not to place it on that edge, otherwise it will curve up. So you're going to take your J, let me just zoom in on here. Perfect. Take your J, oh no, oh well, we'll fix that later. Take your J, and you're just going to take the hook part. It kind of looks like a candy cane, if you can kind of see. You're going to take this and you just kind of pull in as you pinch, so it looks like a the hook part and the microphone part. So just kind of shape it out, smooth it all out. That way, this can also be a swan head. So, and if you get any cracks, just smooth it over with your finger. Pick it up and put it on your baking sheet. And you're going to do that to the rest of with the other half, or the extras, you're going to take your shot glass, cookie cutter, or template, or decorating tip, and you're just going to cut out some circles. Now since the wire is pretty thin and small, it will cook faster than the other dough. So if this part starts getting brown before the other, oh, you can't even see it, just around here, because then you're gonna have it come up over here, because that's usually what it looks like on your ear. You want to smooth it out, that way you don't have a big lump when you're decorating it. Take your coil and attach it. Just kind of smooth it out again. Boom. So this is the final project. So now you're going to put them in the oven, 325 degrees. You're going to put them in for 5 to 10 minutes. To make the eggless royal icing, you're going to need milk, light corn syrup, icing sugar, and vanilla. All the quantities will be in the description box down below. I'll be using decorating bags and number 3, 2, and 1 tips. But you can use a Ziploc bag and just cut little holes. Sugar or your milk And you're going to stir this together with this all stirred in. You're going to add in your corn syrup. Since I doubled the recipe, I'm going to have to add 6 to 8 teaspoons. Now you want to add a good ratio because sometimes if it's too thick or if it's not mixing, you might need to add another teaspoon of milk or corn syrup. I'm going to go to 8 on the corn syrup, but if it's still too thick, then I am going to add some milk. Take the milk, and you're just going to keep on mixing until you get the right consistency. And sometimes it won't do exactly what you want at first. As you can see, I'm going to add my vanilla. So I colored and filled them up with the bags. Now I'm going to pick a cookie. Take this. And now this is fitted with the number 3. So I'm just going to outline the cookie. And you can just fill it in. And then do the same for the coil. Take your black and do your wiring. Ta-da! Here are the finished cookies. I didn't do any details because they look really good without details. But if you guys wanted details, you definitely can. I'll be doing detailed on some of the other ones, but I'll have a picture right here. So those are the detailed ones. So thanks so much for watching.